Hello, hello there. Welcome to my channel. This is Phoebe, live streaming from Hanoi, Vietnam, and right now it's 10:24 p.m. and I just finished two teaching classes, and now I come back to my challenge. I will do it every day. I will take it daily as my routine. I will not. I will try my best to keep up this good work because I can feel the huge, huge impact of this very small activity. Like I can be more disciplined. I will be getting more interested in reading. So if you guys are interested in this kind of challenge, let's join in with me, and then we'll see like after 30 days what can be happened. Okay, so let's come back to this challenge. And actually, like today I did not save any post yet, but I have a go-to website. It is CNA Channel News Asia. So how about you? Like, did you watch the final match last night for the Euro 2020? Yeah, yeah. For me, um, for last night, like I have two classes. I finished everything at around 11:30 my time, 11:30, and then I do some hygiene stuff at around and finish everything like to be ready on the bed at around like 12:30, I guess. And then I just started to sleep into the very deep sleep. Like I I, I just I just feel that I'm gonna sleep. And then my sister, she woke me up and say, hey, please wake up for the Euro final match, Italy and England. I say no, I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up. Like I just supposed to sleep, but she said that because it's just like 4 years for a final match. So wake up, and then okay. So do you have any good foods for me? And then she said yes. Let's go with me. So we came to my family's house, and then we had noodles, we have dry beef, we have snacks, we have everything. So it's like the food party rather than a watching football party. So and then you know that they finalized, they came to the penalty to decide who's the winner, right? So hi Hugh. And then okay, hi Hugh, like can you open up the channel News Asia? You go to the Facebook, and then you search chat CNA. You just need to search CNA. So let's read with me through this challenge. So let's come to CNA here on Facebook, and then we will be reading together one article. So you will follow me through my reading, and we will have the same page, and we will be looking at the new words at the same time. Is it okay? So go to CNA, and then scrolling down, and I think the first. Are you there? Let me know if you're there. CNA here. You can see the outlook. The outlook of that CNA. The name is CNA, and you can see the label there. Label here, it is the channel News Asia. So all the journalists are Singaporean, and their writing style is perfect. Like to me, a CNA and CNN. These are two sources that I will focus on 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 this very near future, today and near future. So okay, so the first topic is about world hunger. More nutrition soared last year, mostly due to COVID-19, UN agencies. The second topic is about Myanmar's Aung San Suu Kyi hit by the new charges in Mandalay court. The third one is police investigating man for allegedly making false report claiming he was raped. What? Next is eight new locally transmitted COVID-19 cases in Singapore, including three unlinked. Or United Nations urges reparations for slavery, colonialism. Mm. I think Okay, so I think I want to update myself with the COVID-19. So let's go with the topic. When you scroll down, there will be a topic up, down, down, down below with this man as the featuring as the thumbnail, and you will see the post as the more than 8,500 new COVID-19 cases and 102 deaths in Malaysia. And so we will be going together. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right, 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 right. Ah, we have the same tastes. We like the same thing. Yes, yes. Okay, so let's get started. So a man wearing a face mask stands next to barbed wire outside a high density residential area placed under the Enhanced Movement Control Order EMCO on the outskirts of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia on July 11, 2021. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia reported 8,574 new COVID-19 cases on Monday, July 12, a slight decrease from the record numbers registered in the past days. More than half the cases were once again from the Klang Valley area, with 4,308 in Selangor and 609 in Kuala Lumpur. There were a further 794 cases in Nigeria's Sambilan, as well as 411 and 407 in Melaka and Johor, respectively. Health Director General Noor Hisham Abdullah reported another 102 deaths, with victims aged 29 to 86. 14 of them were classified as brought in death as they died before they could be taken to hospital. The number of critical ill patients remains at record high, with 964 in the intensive care unit. Of these, 452 require respiratory support. There were also 16 new clusters, said Dr. Noor Hisham, taking the total number of active clusters in the country to 865. Among the new clusters, one was sparked by a funeral, while another was caused by interstate travel. Malaysia entered its third nationwide lockdown on June 1st, shortly after it breached the 9,000 mark for new cases for the first time on May 29. As of Monday, Malaysia has reported a total of 844,870 COVID-19 cases, of which 91,272 are currently active or infectious. The national death toll is 6,260. Wow, that's huge. To be honest, like I don't know about the Vietnamese index. I don't know if the number of the national death toll in Vietnamese, maybe it's just, I think it's just like 50 something. Like it's not that very high. Like 6,000. Jesus, is so high. Like yesterday we read the news in Bangkok, and the number is around 2,000, I think, for the death toll, and the total reported case was around 300,000, 300,000 something. But here in Malaysia, like we can see it's very high number of infected cases and about the death cases. That's why like they are imposing another lockdown here in Kuala Lumpur, and another, we call it the cannot remember, but the close area. Vicent. Let me go to the dictionary. I'm opening up my dictionary. Yes, my very favorite one. But I think like yesterday, did I open it? So Let me open the recent words. If it's still patrol, 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 tuần tra, điều tra, patrol, and feverishly, bedrock, retrofit, hug. There's no, the surrounding area, the very close provinces. How do we call it? How do we call it? The Vicent. Hmm. I know, like, I acknowledge one of the disadvantages of the kind of like reading activities is that like I can understand the word, like I see it more often so that I can understand the word, but like I still cannot use it. I still cannot take it mind. Like the word is still there in the articles. It's not here in my mind yet. So the point is I need to bring it mine. I need to like personalize it. I need to make it mine then so that I can take it out, I can use it whenever I want, but it's still here. So like for example for today, I now the word impede, if you still remember the word impede that we learned yesterday means obstructive, or I mean the prevent or avoid. So it's now with me. So I do hope that the more I read the news, the more I read the articles like this, like the more I can absorb the words and make it mine, and then I can speak it out loud. I can use it as the new words, not like just a tool for me to read. So for this article, it's quite short. Surprisingly, surprisingly, that it's quite short, and so that means that I will come back. Ah, yes, I want to read about this. Let's come to the very just for the next article about the Philippines and the China relationship, because like my a very huge, like my company located in Tokyo, Japan, and we have another cluster. Cluster là một nhóm, một nhánh. So another cluster is based in the Philippines. So I have lots of Filipino friends and colleagues there, and one of them were vaccinated just recently last week with a Sinovac from China. And for the Philippine situation, like they do not have many like opportunities or options to choose for the COVID-19 vaccines. So like most of them are only having Sinovac, the Chinese vaccine. So I'm really curious about that. I'm really curious about the relationship between the Philippines and China, and why the Chinese government can impose that kind of very huge impact or influence into the Philippine government, so that like they are so it's only them, maybe only them to supply for the vaccines. So let's scroll down here, and you can see the photo of, I don't know how, tập cận bình. I don't know how to say it in English, but the title of the article is Philippines calls allegation of China election influence nonsense. Former Philippine Foreign Secretary Albert de Rosario suggested that China officials may have influenced the 2016 elections to make Rodrigo Duterte president. Yeah, I think so. Like I think, like, to me, like there's a very there's a very like under table relationships between the Philippines and China, and the same situation is observed between like Thailand and China as well. Like you know that I'm now a big fan of Thai movies. So the two Thai actors, like both of them were vaccinated with Sinovac as well. I feel, wow, really? Like they have so many options. Like they the government they made bio they the government themselves, they made the biotech Pfizer BioNTech, Moderna vaccines are available there. But like, of course, Sinovac is more, it's widespread than the Pfizer and Moderna's one. But like, I don't know why even with the Thai government, they are so like they are so giving the very huge favor for Sinovac, and like yesterday's article, they say that even like more than 600 healthcare worker, they were vaccinated with 2 doses, with full 2 doses, but like more than 600 of them are still are still infected with the COVID-19, and that's why the now the Thai government, they are they are taking the action that they will give the booster vaccination for this all health worker with Moderna, with Pfizer or Moderna's vaccine, no longer with the Sinovac, with the hope that they can boost the immune system for these healthcare workers and to have them be well protected, because now right now like the whole healthcare system of the in Thailand, in Thailand the whole system is now exhausting, so that they are taking the very first step is that to get the booster, to give the booster, to give another vaccine, another inoculation, another dose of the vaccine for, and of course they will no longer choose Sinovac, trust me. Okay, so coming back to this topic, is the Philippines cause allegation of China election influence nonsense? It's short. It's supposed to be short. So here is from Manila, Philippines. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte's office on Monday, July 12, described as nonsense a suggestion by a former minister that Beijing may have helped to determine the outcome of a 2016 election that swept the mercurial leader to power. Okay, let's stop and do some analysis. So here we have the Philippine president named Rodrigo Du. I cannot read this word. Duterte. 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 Described, like was described as nonsense. Is a suggestion by a former foreign minister that Beijing may have helped to determine the outcome of a 2016 election that swept is the past form of sweep. What? Swept, swept the mercurial leader to power. Mercurial. So when you open up the CNA, they have the built-in dictionary. Built-in dictionary means that the dictionary is already there here in CNA. So you just need to press on the words and then right click and then click with the lookup here, with the lookup here. So it is when you are using iPhone, so it shows with options for you. Oh, Jesus. What can I say? Why? What keeps like repeated and repeated again and again for me? So mercurial is an attractive and its synonym is volatile, and the noun form of it volatility volatility, like the change, like cái hoàn cảnh nó rất là dễ thay đổi, một cái tình huống mà có thể thay đổi, unpredictable, không đoán trước được, it's changing very fast, unpredictable, so we call it the volatility, and the attractive form is volatile, unpredictable, yeah, unpredictable, changeable. So here when they use the word like, but sweep, swept the mercurial, yeah, the mercurial leader to power. So let me check the word swept once again. Yeah, brush or remove. Yeah, remove. But in here, I do not think that it's that swept. The mercurial means volatile. Volatile means unpredictable, changeable. So, but why? So that swept that swept the mercurial leader to power. Let mean to push the mercurial leader. The mercurial leader here is that the leader is so unpredictable, like people don't like them. And then thanks to the support from Beijing, they did help to push the election result to make a very mercurial leader to power. Okay. Speaking at a forum on Monday, former Foreign Secretary Albert de Rosario said a most reliable international entity had informed him that senior Chinese officials were bragging that they had been able to influence the 2016 Philippine elections so that Duterte would be president. Wow. Del Rosario, a key player in the Philippines landmark arbitration victory against Beijing's sweeping South China Sea claims. The sentence was too long. I don't get it. I don't get the meaning. A key player in the Philippines landmark arbitration. I know this word. I know this word. I know it. Education. Education. Mediation. Yeah, mediatorship. Negotiation. Conciliation. Mediation. Oh, okay. I get it. Like we learned it from PMP courses. Do you remember? Arbitration. Arbitration. Arbitration is the mediation là cái hòa giải. Landmark arbitration. Victory against a key player in the Philippines landmark arbitration. Victory against I got a new email. I get a new email. Can you look at it for a second? I get distracted. Okay. Thank you. No worries. It's from Ginny Chang. Ginny is the girl. It's from the it's one study. Sorry, forget about work. Forget about work. Forget about work. Let's focus on this. There's Rosario, a key player in the Philippines landmark arbitration victory against Beijing's sweeping South China Sea claims, did not elaborate on the source of the information he said he received in early 2019, how it was obtained, or how China may have influenced the election outcome. So it means that like he cannot cite the sources. Like he just spoke it. It just spoke it without any evidence. Like who can believe him that the Beijing's government, the Beijing's parliament did give a dirty hand in the election in 2016. But like about the words, like I understand all the new words, but like when it comes to this very long sentence like this, it makes me a bit it makes me a bit confused. Did not elaborate. So how about the landmark arbitration victory against forget it. Like he did support China, someone to claim for the South China Sea. um don't get it. Go forward. The Duterte, Duterte, Duterte. Can I read it? Duterte, Duterte's spokesperson Harry Rock, in his regular briefing, described the Rosario's remarks as nonsense and called him a proven traitor before telling him to shut up. So traitor. So the traitor here, the betrayer. The betrayer, kẻ phản bội, the betrayer. Wow, like the spokesperson Harry Broke. They call. They described Del Rosario as a proven traitor. Traitor is the betrayer. Betrayer. Wow. Betrayer. Before telling him to shut up, Brock has accused Del Rosario during his time as Foreign Secretary of ceding control of the Scarborough Shoal to China. Of ceding control. Ceding like support. Surrender. Sit. Oh, surrender. Give up. Concede. Yield. Give up. But let's choose the word give up. So, Roque has accused De Rosario during his time as Foreign Secretary of of ceding control of the Scarborough Shoal to China. Like give up the control. Cede is the synonym of give up of the surrender. Like means that like so Del Rosario they accuse the Duterte's new government like being influenced by like being supported by the Beijing's government. But now that the spokesperson Harry from Duterte's government, he once again like accused Del the Rosario as like surrender as to surrender the control of the Scarborough Shore to China. Like they are blaming each other. It's nonsense. The Philippine and Chinese foreign ministries, China's embassy in Manila, and the Philippine Election Commission did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Though the turtle is highly popular in the Philippines, his embrace his embrace of China and reluctance to criticize its foreign policy or maritime conduct has been controversial. Oh, you see, like his embrace of China and reluctance, like he's hesitant to do so. So instead of he's so reluctant or he's so hesitant to criticize. They choose the word like his embrace of China and reluctance to criticize its foreign policy or maritime conduct has been controversial. Yeah, he has long maintained it was pointless. He has long maintained it was pointless and dangerous to challenge China. We all know about that, right? Like it was pointless. But I do not support for this idea. I do not support for this idea, but I do see that the Philippine government they are this kind of thing like they because they're too small and they're too weak. They're too weak. They're too small. Like their economy is too weak. So that like to them it was pointless and it was very dangerous to challenge China. Del, Zora, Del Rosario referred also to the total. Del Rosario referred also to the total mentioning during May refer also to the total mentioning during a May 2018 speech that his Chinese counterpart had assured him Beijing would not allow him to be removed from office. De Rosario said that remark was disturbing. Disturbing. So remark means comment for your information. Remark. Oh, I feel so sleepy. It's just 20. Oh, because like for today, like I just slept for nearly 1 hour, and then like after the match, I did come back home at around 5:30 and start working from 5:30 till 7 p.m. So like it was a very long day to me, and I just managed to sleep for 1 hour just for 1 hour. So that's why like you can see my eyes. It's nearly a threat. Nhưng mà sợi chỉ, it's nearly looking like you should go to the bed. No, 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 I cannot. Like because like I accept the challenge, so it will be 1 hour regardless of my status, regardless of my health situation. I will do it. So let's come back to the reading. So the remark means the comment. So to him that the remark like the remark here, not only the comment but it it refers to the speech that the president Duterte did give in May 2018, that his Chinese counterpart had assured him that Beijing will not allow him to be removed from the office. So okay, so like to Del Rosario, like to him that is disturbing, it's crazy, it's stupid. So disturbing, it's kind of disturbing is the synonym of obstructive. This sorry, disturbing. So disturbing, troubling, worrying, distressing, discomfiting. Yep, devastating. So you can choose anything you want. Can be interrupt as well. Disrupt. Mm, okay, this might very annoying. You can choose that. It's very annoying, worrying, disconcerting, discomfiting, troubling, worrying. The Philippines will hold president. Oh, should I call it the presidential? Yeah, how presidential elections again in 2022. Duterte is not eligible to seek a second term, but has indicated he may run for vice president, which critics see as a potential backdoor to the top job. Backdoor to the top job. Okay. Okay, so it's 30 minutes and I think I will go back to CNN. So it's okay now with the CNA, Channel News Asia. So we know about the current cases of COVID-19 patients in Malaysia, and this topic is mentioning about the Philippines, politics, back then in 2018 when the last president was elected, and it's a rumor that it's supported by Beijing government. So okay, so do you want to read more about Thailand? So the topic is Thailand starts tighter coronavirus lockdown around Bangkok. So I think it's quite similar to yesterday, and that I don't want to. What? Were placed under fresh okay, it's about restriction only. Okay, so 30 minutes will be for CNN. So you go to CNN business. In the search box, you search exactly CNN business, and you can see their logo in red above upper the upper of the round circle. Sorry, the circle is split into two parts. The upper part is CNN, the second part is business. So right now we'll go to the CNN business together to get another article. Hopefully that it can be interesting. And the first one is Sirisha Banda, India-born woman and Virgin Galactic executive, flies into space with Richard Branson. Who is Richard Branson? Like I know his name, Richard Branson. Let me do the Google if I know him. Richard Branson. Tomorrow I'll be having a call at 7 a.m. It will be so. Richard Branson bay vào vũ trụ. Who's Branson is a billionaire. Wow. Is he's an English billionaire, Richard Branson, to become the first person fly. Oh, okay, okay. Wow. Okay, so why not having it a go? I like it. Wow. So it's not just about Richard Branson, but it's about the Indian born woman. She's so talented. and she looks beautiful, right? So let's go around about the newsfeed first, and then we will stop at this topic and we'll give it 20, around 20 minutes. The second article is Black Widow is a big hit in theaters and on Disney Plus. The third one is Black owned restaurants are finding a lifeline in food trucks and ghost kitchens. So the brief is food trucks, food halls, and delivery or take-out only operations have been lifelines for black-owned restaurants that struggle to get emergency capital early on in the pandemic. Okay. Or do you want to read about the stocks? So stocks are pointing to a mixed Stocks are pointing to a mixed open following Friday's record-setting rally. I know the word rally. The rally, revel, unravel, revel. It's unravel. So it's different with revel. So rally is a peak. Is it a peak? Is rally a peak? Like oh, I need to read it more often because right now, like when I look at it, it's still so new to me. But I know the rally is something that I read like at least 2 times ago. So the Dow and S&P 500 are lower, but the Nasdaq appears poised to extend its gains. It's a relatively slow day for markets, with no major earnings or economic reports on tap. But investors are gearing up for more news about inflation with a key consumer prices report tomorrow. Big banks, JP Morgan Chase, and Goldman Sachs report earnings Tuesday as well. In other news, shares of Virgin Galactic are up are up a bit following the successful launch of billionaire co-founder Richard Branson into space. Oh, I was sleepy. I'm sorry for the yawnings. It's just 32 minutes, 20 minutes more to go. I love reading that. I enjoy reading this, but like I'm not quite sure that I'm 100% aware of what I'm reading. So, how about Raleigh? Do you know Raleigh? Raleigh. So let me Google it. Raleigh. Let me do a search for Raleigh. Oh, have no data. Are you sure? The issues have no data. What's wrong with my dictionary? So let's go to the Google. So Raleigh means. Huh. Rally is a form of motorsport that takes place on public or private roads with modified production of specifically built road legal cars. So rally has many definitions. It is a public meeting of a large group of people, especially supporters of a particular opinion. Like 5,000 people held an anti-nuclear rally. Ah, rally is kind of a public meeting. A pub. It's a race. As a noun, it can be first. It can be used as a meeting. The second one is that a car or motorcycle race, especially over long distances on public roads. Hmm. Rally as a verb is to come together in order to provide support or make a shared effort. Yeah, come together. For instance, the president has called on like kêu gọi nhá, kêu gọi. The president has called on the people to rally behind the government. Oh, so rally in the verb means to gather together. Oh, the general rallied his forces. The general. rallied his forces to defend the town. So the general did get together and then forced to defend the town. Oh, so sleepy. So rally here means to gather together, to gather together. So, but does it make sense for this case? Like in the whole sentence from CNN Business, it is like stocks are pointing to a mixed open following Friday's record-setting rally. Ah, don't like it, but it's quite hard. The next topic is inflation is rising, but the reasons why are changing. Do you want to read about inflation or do you want to know about the 7-Eleven is cancelled again, but you can still get a free Slurpee? Microsoft's latest security flaw could have major repercussions. I know that repercussions, repercussions. So like the longer, the longer they put the the longer they take place, uh, they it, it's way too much. I think I should go to sleep. I think yes. So like I feel so sleepy, so sleepy. So tomorrow I will be reading the of course, about the Virgin Galactic executive flights into space with Richard Branson. So I will be saving this for tomorrow read. So you can save it with me. So tomorrow we'll be reading about the space. Be reading about the first trip to space with Richard Branson, and it's quite. If having time, you can still look at this yourself, and unfortunately, with this, with CNN Business, they have the built-in dictionary as well, so that you can have a very joyful English reading journey. So, how about you? So, okay, so tomorrow, okay, let me share this one to my news feeds. I will share this article to my newsfeed. So tomorrow I will be, of course, still half of my time will be with CNA, Channel Asia, Channel News Asia, and half of the time will be dedicated for this CNN. So tomorrow, like for this one, it will take me. I'm just estimating that it will take me around half an hour to finish this article, and it should be. It's supposed to be interesting. To be interesting. So okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for joining me this, and I am so sorry that I cannot make it an hour because I am like too I'm about to sleep right now, like I'm too sleepy. Yeah. Okay, see you again. Good night. So you can continue reading this. So do you enjoy this? Do you enjoy these activities? For me it's very like it the content is more interesting than news in levels or days in level, of course. There will be more new words, but like we can stay updated with the we 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 can say we can stay updated with what's happening around the world, with what's happening around us in Asia, whether it's in Asia or around the world. So to me, and it has many new words as well, many new good words as well. Like these words are more applicable, more practical than the words than in the news in the news in levels or days in levels. So I do wish that so it becomes my one of my daily activity right now. So I do wish that you can take up this new habit of having of reading all this kind of thing, reading English, reading about news, stay updated in English by English. So highly recommend to you the CNA and CNN. I have 20 more seconds left to say goodbye to all the audiences. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you, Hugh, for accompanying for accompanying me in this journey, and see you tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll be expecting to take it more, like more than an hour to to care to be in charge for today 15 minutes. So speak to you tomorrow. Good night, and a kiss from Hana Vietnam. Mwah. Bye.